Hey guys, here to show off a little bit of Grid 2 playback. This is recorded with Fraps, and I have to say, it looks pretty. Now, this is the PC version, of course, and, this is something that you're going to start to get closer to on consoles, but, you're still not going to be right there. This game does not stress the GTX 690 at all. It runs perfectly, maxed out absolutely everything at 1080p. These are things where when the next generation consoles were being announced, Forza 5 and Drive Club were being shown off, and I just had to laugh and say, well, we've seen these graphics already. I already have them. I have them right now. I have it on Grid 2. And it amazes me how people are, their number one reason for buying a PlayStation 4 or an Xbox One is graphics when, you're still not getting the best bang for your buck. You're still not getting the absolute best graphics if you're buying a console. Now, if you, for instance, I bought the PlayStation 4 for different reasons. I bought it for knack. I bought it for Killzone. I bought it for games that unfortunately aren't on the PC. If they were on the PC, you bet your ass they would look even better. Look at knack. You think knack is going to look so wonderful? Imagine that running on a GTX 690 and they were actually doing every ounce of power that the GTX 690 offers. If they were to actually develop a game strictly around that, just imagine what the game would look like. And that's just the one thing that I think you guys really need to start, clearing your head a bit. If your primary reason for buying a next-gen console is graphics, you're just basically fucking yourself over because you're not going to get the best. Now, the reason why I showed off a little bit of Grid 2 playback, I wanted to show a variance of the different games. And as you can see now, you can see the McLaren that I'm using. This is the featured car on Forza 5. Yes, they didn't go into making the interior look so sexy, but that's, this is a current generation game running on PC hardware. And you can tell just the way it looks, that they didn't expect enough people to actually be able to represent these particular graphics. So just think about it this way. What will Grid 3 offer? I think Grid 3 will look even better than Grid 2 because now they'll say, okay, Grid 3 is going to run on Xbox One, it's going to run on the PS4. Now the bar is set higher. It's no longer this low anymore. Now we can start to stretch our graphics a bit. Now we can say, hey, you know what? Now PC gamers will be able to enjoy newer features because now the things that we've been enjoying are now somewhat capable on next-gen hardware. So I don't know what you guys think. I just think that, you guys are really foolish if you think the primary reason for buying a next-gen console is solely graphics, because it's just not going to be the case. Now, Andy and I are on the same page when it comes to this. We both believe that, you're a fool if you're buying a next-gen console strictly on graphics. There has to be a better reason. So, check out for future videos, guys. If you guys have a problem with what I said, please definitely, drop a comment below. We could even do debates if you guys want, but, as it stands, there's no debating. PC games look better than console games. They always have, they always will. They're always going to be ahead of the curve, and I have to say this time and time again. My graphics card in my PC is 3 times more powerful than the PS4. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Next generation, when they release the 790, it's going to be 30% more powerful than my current card. You know what? That sets the bar even higher for PCs, and forces a console to play catch-up.